Good, glorious morning, everybody. We are off and kicking here, March 26th, just about 8:16. We had our nice little warm up. It's morning coffee and a poem. Discover inspiration in an unexpected way. Authentic inspiration. Feed your heart and soul. I mean, what is feeding your heart and soul? We got a cup here, a mug. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat, but tell me you have your nice little coffee mug. Tell me that you have a mug that your coffee tastes tastes better in than any other cup. So good morning. And I think the first thing I want to offer you to do is just to pause and breathe. Just take a moment. Just allow yourself to be in the moment. How fast is life these days? Am I the only one that seems like life can be going 1,000 miles an hour? So welcome our TikTok audience. We're streaming live. I'm going to give a shout out to you. Thank you for being here this morning. And we're also streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, where else? LinkedIn. And I launched this series called Morning Coffee and a Poem. So for those of you that are on a schedule, I'm going to get right to the poem. And if those of you that have a little more time, we can unwrap the poem. And then I have another poem. I actually have a couple bonuses for you today. So let me get right into the poem right now. This is an oldie, but a goodie. Some of you may know it, some of you don't. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged at evening when I counted my scanty store. Your life is just an employer. He gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why, you must bear the task. I worked for a menial's hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I had asked of life, life would have paid. That's a poem by Jessie Bell Rittenhouse. And that poem, all of a sudden my nose is itching. Isn't it amazing? You get on camera. So excuse me, we'll cut this out. Wow. Oh my God. Those of you coming like, who's this guy rubbing his nose? Jessie Bell Rittenhouse. The interesting thing about her, she was the first one in 1930 to receive the Robert Frost Award. Many of you know Robert Frost, right? Birches, the Road Less Traveled, right? I think that's the name of it. Yep. Man, of course, my nose has been fine. All of a sudden, now I'm on camera. And I have a bonus poem for you. If you have any comments about that poem, let me know. I think that before I move into the bonus poem, it's really a great little ditty about, are we settling in life? Are we just simply settling? Yeah, it's not nose powder. I'm happy to admit that I'm drug free. I've been sober for almost 25 years. But sometimes we settle in life. We settle instead of having the courage to ask for more. When was the last time you asked for more? And I believe the kismet is created right now. Your kismet is created right now. You see what I mean? So when you start to intentionally conceptualize a vision, you activate your fate and your destiny. I shared another poem on this series. If you want to see it, it's up on my YouTube channel at Austin J. Haines, and you'll see there's a poem that talks exactly about this. And it talks about how every thought we weave together creates our fate and our destiny. But we can be detached from that. I've been sober for over 25 years. We got a guy on here saying you missed a spot. You're funny. Yeah, I've been sober for over 25 years because addiction is a major problem in life today. And the thing that I don't understand, not to go off on a tangent, but because it's relevant, people joke around about drugs and alcohol. And I've been a part of it. And you know what? People are dying. Family members are dying because of drugs and alcohol. And you're joking about it. It's not funny, dude. It is not funny. It is a very serious thing. And addiction is taking lives. So I don't mean to get off to this public service announcement, but it's one of these things I don't understand about drugs and alcohol, how people harass people for not drinking or not doing a drug, but yet on the other side of it, people are dying. We have a drug problem in the United States, and there's people dying. So I mean that's something that hurts my heart, and I hope that we can overcome this collectively. So maybe this is a little bit of an example, of that. So let me give you the bonus poem that I have here, and then I have a couple bonuses for you, actually. So this one's called The Door. The Door. There was a door stood long ajar that one had left for me, while I went trying other doors to which I had no key. And when at last I turned to seek the refuge and the light, a gust of wind had shut the door and left me in the night. Think about that one. This is kind of a juxtaposition of asking life for what you want, but then there's opportunities presented to us. And are we going through the door? Are we taking advantage? And we might not be. Believe it or not, fear of success is very real. Fear of success is very real. And it's for us to discover and to try different things. And I think that if you're listening here today, there is a door for you. There's a door that only you can open. There is a door that is going to resonate with you deeply. And it's your job to find that door. So I have another bonus for you all. This is morning coffee and a poem. Discover inspiration in an unexpected way. And this one, I'm just sharing a little bit. I'm reading this book right now. It's called Walden. It's probably going to be in my top 5 books. It already is. I'm like halfway through it. It might even be in my top 3 books. Might even be in my top 3. And I have a little excerpt from there. Now, this is not Henry David. Henry David Thoreau is the author of Walden. Some of you may know that book. If you don't, I highly recommend it. It can be a little hard to read at times, but if you stay with it, you will absolutely get something out of it. There's a great message, which you'll have to figure that out on your own. But one of the things he references is King Chingtang, which I can look that up. I looked it up before, but he's king had engraved in his bathing tub. He had this engraved: renew thyself completely each day. Do it again and again and forever again. Renew thyself completely each day. Do it again and again and forever again. So that's an excerpt I took from Walden, and it's Henry David Thoreau used to bathe in the pond every day. Walden Pond. He would get up every morning when the water was a little bit cleaner, and he would bathe in the pond. And it was a form of renewal. He said it was the best thing that he had done on a daily basis. So my question for you, what are you going to do today to renew yourself, to to create a resurgence in your drive and your aspirations? And you'll look back and say, that was the greatest thing I did every day. What is that way for you to renew yourself? It's not, these thoughts I'm sharing with you are they're obvious secrets. These things we know, but we can get so wrapped up in life that we forget. We forget. And I don't want you to forget today. I want you to renew thyself every day and do it again and again and forever again. Also known as self-care, right? Well, everybody, I'm going to wrap up my live stream here on Facebook. I'll leave the TikTok open for comments, chats. It's a little more free and open here on TikTok. We can have a little more fun, and I can play music there as well. So everybody, I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful March 26th. What is it, Tuesday? Right? Tuesday, March 26th? Yeah. And it's about 8:27 a.m. where I am. Thanks for being here. I'll be back tomorrow with morning coffee and a poem. Discover inspiration, authentic inspiration in an unexpected way. And I liken to say, feed your heart and your soul.